What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the Neighborhood. I am the Just Casing brand. I'm your homegirl, I'm your tia, I'm your prima, I'm your cousin, I'm your friend. I'm whatever you need me to be down here at the Just Casing brand. Darius floating around talking about Tab Brown, I said, I got to stop you right there, brother. I got to stop you. I've already spoke about him having a cookware line, how it didn't do so well, how he was already considered a scammer because remember he was on that live with Netta. He was trying to tell Netta, this is how you market to your audience. This is why you should have product line. This is how you make your money. Then Netta came out with these seasonings and we all knew Netta took advice from Darius to go ahead and make this seasoning line. I said, I don't know why he giving this advice because it sounds good, but his advice has not gone over with his own audience, but whatever. Yet again, here he is calling Tabitha Brown a fool for her partnership with Target. Now, I did some actual factuals researching and I seen not only does her line have 100 different products and apparel, cookware, household, all of that, most of the items are under $30. I said, what? While there's mixed reviews about how good her snacks are, most of the reviews say they're mighty good. I said, huh? And when I looked into Darius, I found that he had 70 complaints with the Better Business Bureau for not shipping out cookbooks that he had people order. And he got the nerve. Before we jump into it, make sure to like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We all know who Tabitha Brown is. She's a best-selling author. She's an Emmy winner. She is known as America's mama. Yeah, she's always given positive inspiration. Even when she does a read, it comes off as polite. And you got to really listen to realize she talking cold to you. Remember when she read Wendy Williams down when Wendy was like, retiring your husband? I could never, no wait, no Jose, man. And Tabitha was like, I understand you would say that. When you're in your situation that you're in, I see why you would not think that's a good idea. But for me and my household, the Lord has blessed us good. And so has my husband. Tab has a whole YouTube series where it's her and her husband talking about marital things and family things. She's an all-around woman who is sharing her life with people to give them inspiration and hope that it could work for you too. That's what I feel like Tab represents. Then her having this partnership with Target. For Target, it's a big deal. It's a part of their reach commitment, which means they're just trying to empower Black-owned businesses as much as they can. What better Black-owned business to empower than Tab Brown? Darius is a self-proclaimed chef, and I ain't trying to be shady or talk down about him, but he doesn't have half of the things going on that Tab Brown does. So it didn't make sense why he was trying to say she was a fool. You don't know what she knows. You ain't been to where she's going. How would you know how to operate on this level? With the complaints that were made against him for the cookbook not getting shipped out, one of the complaints said that he told the woman her package was with the post office and he had no idea why the post office wasn't delivering the package. She called the post office said the book wasn't even there, package wasn't even there. So she's like, okay, so you still have my cookbook. Can you send it or can you give me a refund? And he was not responding to people for refunds. He would just send the cookbook out several months late. If we're being realistic, what time does Tab have to really sit down and create all of the specifics of all of these lines she's launching? It makes sense as a boss lady for her to hire a team or have a team who could already produce her vision and her just stick with being the visionary. That's what a lot of people get paid for in this country, to be visionaries. Then they have other skilled players to take that vision to the next level. I wholeheartedly agree with the idea of Tab having a partnership with Target because that's a lot of money. That's a lot of backing. That's a lot of help versus what Darius was trying to say about her doing it on her own.
Right. And I ain't even say nothing bad about Tabitha Brown too. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. You know, everybody ain't got to be put against everybody. Everybody is not jealous of nobody else. You say, oh, you just jealous of who? Last time I checked, girl, the life I live right now is quite a fabulous life.
Compared to Tab Brown,
the life I live right now is quite I got to say, help me with that one. Oh, he's just jealous of what?
Of Tab having so much success, her being a best-selling author, Emmy award-winning actress, also her having a full vegan line, cookware set, all of the things that Darius wants to really do. I don't know why he won't just shut up or admit that he's jealous of her. Because why you still sitting up here talking about her? Tab is not worried about you. Tab is not talking about no Darius Cooks. Tab is not thinking to herself, dang, I wish I had a life where I didn't have a man or a family to come home to. And I got on Facebook Live every single day to talk shit about other people and make recipes in my kitchen, but also share with people that I'm manic depressive and I'm on edibles and drinks every single time I come on live. Really? And I think his fan base is created of women who find him attractive visually because he knows how to pose kind of like a man, but he's gay. So he knows how to connect with women well, allegedly. I don't know if he's gay or not, but to me, he gives gay vibes. And he gives gay vibes, so he knows how to connect with women like we're homegirls. We're besties. We're friends. So the women who support him in the comments you're about to see when he starts really talking about Tab, beyond me. But I know it's just female supporters who have an attraction to him in a weird way.
What am I jealous of? What?
She a fool for doing it. There's no goddamn way in hell I would have ever signed my name. I don't give a shit how popular I was. I would have never signed my name to Target. I don't care if Target giving her $10 million. She could have started her own company. She could have sold her own product. $56 million out the gate. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way in hell I would have ever. 20 million ain't even enough. This woman has the ability. All she had to do was create 5 cookbooks. $150 million in the bank. 100% hers. No.
He doesn't even take into account how hard it probably is to research how to begin manufacturing entire lines of products. Not only that, starting the business, putting the capital into it, that's a lot. You don't just start a business and then automatically, boom, you make money when you're starting from scratch like that. At least she has help. She could start everything she needs to, put it in a store that already is recognized around the world and just let her products do the work. He talking about taking the hardest way up. The hardest way.
Middleman, no agent.
And he's money hungry. He don't care about the actual product. He just cares about how quick can I see millions of dollars.
No manager, nobody to pay but your labor and your employees. $150 fucking million yours.
He think he's speaking.
Could have been me. Ain't no way in hell.
Somebody said people always selling their soul. Damn, so she's selling her soul because she got a send in Target?
That could have been me.
It would have never been you. It would have never been you. You know why? Target wouldn't have partnered with you.
Ain't no way in hell. $40 million when I got the potential to make $400 million? No way. There's no way. There's no way. Do you hear me? I need you to hear me. Kip, there is absolutely no fucking way in hell.
So listen real quick. I was talking to a good friend today, and he was sharing with me how something that somebody did upset him. And he was like, honey, and they had the nerve to say what they said, right? And so I told him, I said, some folk, that's all they have is the nerve. Honey, they only have the nerve to say foolishness. They only have the nerve to talk about folk. They only have the nerve to look down on folk. They only have the nerve to complain. Some folk, that's all they got is the nerve. And that is why your success get on their nerves. Your happiness get on their nerves. Your joy get on their nerves. Honey, your family and your home get on their nerves. Your job, your career, it gets on their nerves because that's all they got. They spend so much time complaining and having the nerve to speak on other folk that's all that they have gotten left is their nerve. So baby, don't spend your time letting them type of folk get on your nerve. Okay? That's all they got. But you have so much more. Honey, they have no integrity. They have no loyalty. They have no joy, no love, no compassion. They don't have a good family life. They don't have good friendships. That's why they're so focused on other folk. That's why everything get on their nerve. And that's why that's all they got left. Is the nerve to cut up and act a fool. Don't let them folk get to you. All right? Very good. I love you. Now, go about your business. Have the most amazing day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't let nobody get on your nerves, okay? Don't you dare go messing up nobody else's here. I love you.
Darius tried to come back and say a little bit more, but don't nobody care.
I actually do not follow Tabitha Brown at all, so I have no idea what she has said in response. I don't take back anything I said about Tabitha Brown. I'm not backpedaling, nor am I pussy popping on what I said. If you want to know what I said, you can watch the video.
She a fool for doing it. There's no goddamn way in hell I would have ever signed my name.
But essentially I said that if she would have did this on her own, she would have made a lot more money. I'm not backpedaling on it. I'm not backpedaling, nor am I hating on the woman. So, you know, what I stated was a matter of fact. With 4 million followers, or however many followers she had, if you sold one air fryer to 1 million people at $65, that's $65 million. I don't have Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. I don't have Twitter. So, and also as a matter of practice, as a popular content creator, I also can't search out and respond to everybody who has anything to say about me. I mean, I'm sorry. Or did I say what she did was foolish? And then how did I say it? Was I saying it like, you know, in my joking way? Like, what was I saying? You were being dragged on Twitter very bad. I'm not being dragged nowhere. You can only be dragged where you accept. I'm not on Twitter. My day goes on just fine. See, this is the thing. If you don't consume it, it don't affect you. And I haven't consumed it. So my life is going on just fine. If you do not consume it, guess what it can't do? Affect you. And guess what? I don't do. Consume it.
Openly gay. If you watched any of my restaurant reviews, you know this, right? I tend to use colorful language that is germane to mostly the LGBTQ experience, right? IA plus, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll refer to something as a she, right? You've heard me do this all the time. She this, she that, her, you know, it could be, I don't know, a piece of fried chicken. I will refer to it as a, you know, as a she. Another thing that I often say is the word fool. I say it is in my everyday vernacular, right? Let's say you walk outside and it's cold outside. Oh, the weather's a fool, right? Oh, there's so much sun in my eye. Oh, the sun's a fool, right? Oh, this chicken needs more salt. This chicken is a fool, right? There you go. So people said that I called Tabitha Brown a fool. And I'm thinking to myself, because at first when they said it, I'm like, well, did I? Or what reason would I have had to call her a fool? I don't know the woman. We don't have a conversation. So how could I have just come up and called her a fool? So I had to go back and watch the video. And I'm like, oh, I was responding to a question about brand deals. And that's where the term came up from. So
at the end of the day, I feel like this is a good teachable moment. If somebody is not on your level, don't let them get on your nerves. If somebody is not doing as good as you're doing, don't let them get on your nerves. If somebody ain't paying your bills, don't let them get on your nerves. I have been the Just Kason brand. I'm so thankful that you guys tuned in. Go check out the video where I talk about Netta and Darius beef so you can understand him a little bit more. And if y'all want me to do a deep dive on Darius Cooks, drop it down in the comments, okay? Like the video, subscribe to the Jaberhood, share it with a friend, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.